The Unite expansion is almost here, bringing in a lot of exciting stuff. With that in mind, an imposter among you gave me the light bulb idea to make a list of cars that should be added to the garage level. This video focuses on making these cars more accessible to players. I spent 5 days working on this list inspired by the performance of the cars in China version of the game and my own assessments of their performance and exclusivity. Initially I thought that there would be 42 garage levels, but it turns out that there will be 60. After some thought, I decided to stick with my original list of 35 cars. If you have any car suggestions beyond these, let me know. The list is ordered in such a way that the higher we go, the more important the car are, but also less likely they are to become accessible. Let's dive into it. Quick disclaimer, the information in this video is not backed by any official announcement. This video is just for entertainment purposes and is based upon personal and social experiences. At number 35, we have KTM X-Wo GTX. This car, well, you might have been familiar with the numbers. It is basically a Nissan Leaf. In China version, it was given away in a weekend rampage and I managed to max it out on the third week. It is currently sitting gold in my collection in China version of the game. In global version, white was featured as a legend pass car, but that does not mean that this car is exclusive. It is slow to the extreme and due to its low top speed, it should be included in the garage level. Number 34, Lamborghini Countach 25th anniversary. This D-Class Countach has nothing to stand out, so in that respect, it should be given away for free. Even a newbie cannot get much out of this car, so this should be made more accessible. Like in a way, you get the blueprints of this car, when in actuality, you don't care that you get those. Number 33, Lotus Emira. This car is just decidedly worse. Way worse drifting and handling and max acceleration. One can choose to skip it, but this car should be something like you don't want but get blueprints for it. Like you're able to max it and you don't even care. I'm sorry if I sound harsh on this car, to be honest. Number 32, Volvo MKX Nagari 500. This bug car, well, it has been let out in weekend rampage in China version of the game, and in global version it has not so amazing performance. So it should be in the category of one that are gonna thrown out to be given away for free. Number 31, Celine S1. This car was featured in Jumeirah Drive Syndicate 2020. After that, nothing has been done much for this car except this car was featured in the sponsorship tab. It is a decent C-Class car, so more ways should be introduced to unlock this car. At number 30, we have Praga R1. While this car is not too good, it is decidedly not too bad. It is mediocre and a knockoff electric car. In my humble opinion, I think it would be better for newbies to have easy access towards this car. It is a thumbs up in my opinion, so this should be made more accessible. Number 29, Lamborghini Veneno. My opinion on this car is that I don't have a lot to say about it. This car is not valid in Legend League multiplayer. While this car is not that bad, there is nothing that stands out about this car. It has been made accessible through career, but since I don't like playing careers, I would love to collect it from the garage levels or from the Legend store. Number 28, Ferrari F50. Even though it is a knockoff J50, but it is fairly balanced to obtain in China version of the game. They gave it away in a weekend rampage, and I think that this is what it should be done. So the same should be done in the global version of the game. Either throw it away in a weekend rampage or in garage level. But this car should be made more accessible. While there is nothing spectacular about this car, but it is good for a collectible. Number 27, Lamborghini Tilso Millennium. You already know what I'm gonna say here. This car is nothing special. I'm saying nothing special to disguise the word that is downright awful. Even on the release of the event, the enthusiasm died pretty quickly. While in today's world, it costs 4,000 Grid coin for a single blueprint. Definitely overpriced, so this should be thrown away in the garage level. Number 26, Arashi F8 Falcon Edition and AF10. On this spot, I have two contenders, but as you can see, none of them is like anything you have not seen previously. They are basically Lamborghini Estinios, so if not both, then at least one of them should be thrown away in the garage level to get for free. Well, they introduced Looper Pre with the release of Arashi F10 Falcon Edition, but it is sad that they did not continue with this event. Number 25, Draco GTE. It is a solid contender that's gonna compete with the folks like 488 GTB. It has solid drifting and punching capabilities, so yeah, this should be made available to more players because it has been released in 2021 electric season and is also way easy to get in China version of the game as well. Number 24, Jaguar CX-75. Just like all of you shared your opinion in the community post, it is still a solid car. It has slow acceleration but is a very smooth car to drive. Since its Unleash event in 2020, it has been made part of one special event that game updated in collaboration with, I think it was a basketball club, but yeah. This should be brought in the spotlight. Number 23, McLaren Senna GTR. My motivation for this car is not much. It has been easy and mediocre to get this car in China version of the game. This car, beside of its passport event in the British Tour season 2022, has only been made available to get through some car runs in the global version. In my opinion, this should be made more accessible than it currently is. Number 22, Lamborghini SC18. This Nitro Ninja, the Great Bull, made its debut in the April 2020 during the days of COVID. It is still one of the best cars in the game, but there is not a whole lot of a game where this car is made available to get. I love the aesthetic of this car even more than SC20. and I would love to see this car being made more available. Number 21. Eris S1. Silence strikes here. Since it has been featured in its Grand Prix on its debut, we saw it featured in a key hunt or maybe once or twice, but after that, for the past 6 months or so, this car is sitting in silence. While it has solid acceleration and has extremely good performance, it should be made more available. Number 20. McLaren 650S GT3. Flashback from the Drive Syndicate, Rise from the Ashes. This option may not happen since it is already available in the Clash store, but it is a solid contender. This car is not a king of its class, but in multiplayer it has a very solid performance because of its extremely sharp drifting. This car drifts a lot more similar to F1 LM. Not exactly, but the point that I'm trying to make here is that it has extremely sharp drifting. Gameloft should make this car more available. Number 19. Zenvo TS1. This car, since it has been a car featured in multiplayer, players either don't have this car, and if they have this car, then it is a very low star count. In Legend League, you're not gonna see this car too often. On Windows platform, it is somewhat more of a popular, but on Android, it is very less readily available. It is the only Zenvo that is in the game for the past 5 years. Since it has some strong stat, it should be made more readily available. Number 18. Mercedes-Benz CLK GTR. In my opinion, this option is the least that can happen. Given the time frame, but why did I pick this one? I tell you right now. The thing is that this car is iconic and has not so bad performance. It has only been added in the game last year, the Wanderlust season and the 5th anniversary season. It has arrived in the car hunt, but my reason for picking this car is that in China version of the game, they have been a lot more generous with this car, giving this car in a weekend rampage for free on its release. In China version, it has arrived in November of last year. I have this car at 2-star in China version of the game, but as you can already affirm about the performance of this car should be made more accessible. Number 17. Lamborghini Aventador SVJ Roadster. Do you love your mom? Then you probably love this car, because for some reason, since it was debuted during the Heatwave Season Update 2021, I only saw it being featured during the Mother's Day time-limited packs and Women's Day. I love the Lamborghini personally, but Lamborghinis are not feminine. Besides, how do you gender the car? That's a weird controversy, and I'm sorry if I ruined the image of a Lamborghini for you. But the gender thing aside, this cool beast should be made more accessible. Number 16. Renault Trezor. Silence strikes again here. This car released in Electric Season 2021 is fairly average in terms of its stat. There is nothing that stands out about this car. This car is still having the privilege of being exclusive in somehow both versions of the game. But since it is about more than 3 years of it being added, I think the exclusivity should be dropped down a little. Number 15. Porsche Taycan Turbo S. You probably ask, why are you seeing this car this much up on the list? Like it should be downgraded, but the reason is that Gameloft in D class is not doing amazing things, especially when it comes to King of Class D. The only fun to drive car sitting at the top of Class D is Glickenhaus 004C. The Taycan Turbo S used to be the King of Class D. I think it is still one. Besides these two, the other good option is a Volkswagen electric car aka IDR. But that car skids, so I think Taycan Turbo S is a solid option in my book to be made more accessible, even if the consequences suggest otherwise. Number 14. Aston Martin Valkyrie. This car, while it is pretty fun to drive, but not like anything that is a game changer. Just like the Batista and the Cyan FKP, it is fun to drive but slow for sure. It has been arrived in some Unleashed event, but given to the fact of its low top speed, I actually did not bother to go for this car. And since it has been in the game from the European season 2021, I think this should be added into the garage level. Number 13. Bentley Mullineup Backlash. This car is basically a Colorado 2.0. It was introduced in the game as a Legend Pass car. It has been featured in Bolide Drive Syndicate, and since then it is coming out in the car hunts, but not like too often. This car is an extremely good car and is somewhat exclusive, but given the fact that it is now being pushed toward middle of Class C and that now it is a lot more accessible in China version of the game, Gameloft should add more ways for us to get this beauty in the game. If not through garage level, then make more hunt for this car. If you are not aware of this car potential, then you can surely rely on my statement that when you manage to lay your hand on this car, you won't be disappointed. Number 12. Chevrolet Corvette C7R. This car is another silent car sitting in the corner. It used to be featured in Key Hunt, but for the past few updates, it has not been picked. While this car may not be a deal breaker or a game changer, it does enjoy the exclusivity status in the game, because many D-Class car hunts feature this car as necessary to own in order to get the guaranteed 5 blueprints, but my point is that it has been made readily accessible in China version of the game. It is not too easy, but it is not damn much search apart as in global version of the game. But the thing that I wanted to say that is, you guessed it should be made more accessible. Number 11. Lotus Evija. When it comes to the exclusive event, everyone knows the name. This is the Lotus ER9 of the good old days. Only difference is that it has fine acceleration, decent handling, worse nitro, but no wall riding issue. This car is over 5 years old in the game, and before 2022, I saw it enjoying the status of somewhat exclusive in the game. But after that, nothing much has been done for it. This car was made sit in the corner. So yeah, this should be made more accessible. Besides, let me know after 2022, have you really seen this car like getting featured anywhere except at Savers event? I actually do not remember, but the new Burst of Speed pack features this car, and this car is being thrown away in China version of the game. It does make me frown that when this car be made more accessible, they are actually selling the exclusivity with it. If they had been doing this with the Lotus ER9, that would actually be somewhat understandable. Okay, we are in the top 10 now. Number 10, Lamborghini Murcielago LP640 Roadster. This car is also a car that was forgotten a lot more quickly. It was added to the game in Italian season 2021. It had some legendary hunt and some normal hunt, but this car is not seen like more often anywhere. This does not mean that it is necessarily a bad car. It has top speed that competes with the Huracan. It has slow acceleration compared to the Huracan. I guess this might be the point that it had been forgotten this much quickly, like no one seems to talk about it. But we need more ways to unlock this car, and this car should be added in Legend Store and Garage level. Number 9, McLaren GT. This car is built different. I am not talking about the material here, but since the British Tour season, I have not seen this car appear again in the kart pack. This car may have been featured in the multi-kart pack, but I did not see solo kart packs for this car. It is one of the best C-Class car. It has good top speed, but the drawback is that drifting is a little wider. So this car should be added to the Garage level or should be featured in a car hunt. Remind me if I am forgetting this, but I don't think that it has been featured in a car hunt. Anyway, there should be more ways to unlock this car. Number 8, Ferrari SF90 Stradale. I am aware that this might not happen because of the exclusivity associated with the name of Ferrari, but this car is in the game since 2020, and since then it is enjoying the status of exclusivity. I think it is about time that this exclusivity should be brought a little down, and if not to Garage level, then they should add more ways for players to unlock this car. It is not like a whole lot useful that you would demolish everyone with this, but it is good for collectible. Number 7, Lamborghini Diablo GT and Lamborghini Gallardo. Should these two cars sharing slot be this much high on the list? Well, don't be surprised, they should be, because Gallardo, since it was a legend pass car, has been debuted in Gemera Drive Syndicate, and Diablo GT, well, since its debut, has not been made like a whole lot readily available. So while these two cars share the slot, at least one of them should be made part of the Garage level so that player can start them up. Number 6, Aston Martin Valhalla concept car. It is a flashback from 2020. Just name this car among the community and you will realize that all the player will love this car. Why? It is because it is a very great car. After about 4 years, it is still one of the best and the most reliable car in the game, no matter which track you throw at it. But this is where the problem lies. This car used to be the king of Class A. In the early days of 2024, this car has been kicked out of A-Class Elite event. But somehow it is still one of the exclusive car in the game. Like very few opportunities have been given away to unlock this car. So my opinion is that while they can shift the paradigm of exclusivity on the Imola, this car should be made more available to the player base. Number 5, Bentley Continental GT Speed. I might be asking too much here, but this car is exclusive. Since it has been added in the game in 2020, it has been made part of the car hunt once. And that was a legendary car hunt, so not for every other player. This car's speed is average. It competes slightly better compared to the car like Nissan GT-R Nismo, but the rest of the stats are the one which seals the deal for this car. This car has a really good punching and floating capabilities, and if you are aware of the potential of this car, then let me know in the comment section. Number 4, Tronian 1MW. The probability of this being added in the Garage level is toward the impossible extent. Since this company had gone bankrupt, we don't know whether we will ever see this car again. My biggest fear is that this car might even get removed from the game, but I'm not entirely sure. The Tronian 1MW is an iconic car. It is better than the Regera and competes well to the car like LVN, but given the facts of its bankruptcy, I do not want to see it getting removed from the game. If I had to make a request to GameLoft, that would be to bring some way that we can unlock this car. Because, well, some of you may not be aware of it, but this car has a lot more potential. Number 3, Ferrari Enzo. Ferrari is not new to the name of premiumship and exclusivity, and the iconic Enzo is just a symbol of excellence in my opinion. This car was first released as a Legend Pass car in the Ferrari season 2020, and then around 5th anniversary season it was made part of the weekend rampage, but not a whole lot of opportunity was made to get this car, except Car Hunt. But since this car is more readily available in China version of the game, yeah, I think this should be brought to Garage level for you to be taken in your collection. Number 2, Porsche Carrera GT. This feels like asking too much to me because it has been in the game since the Porsche update 2020, but it has not been made like too easy to obtain. Some players have this car, but this car is one of the cars that is seen seldomly in a multiplayer race. So in my opinion, this should be made more common. What do you guys think? Let me know if you have this car. And finally, number 1, SSC Tuotar. Whether you agree with it or not, but I could not find any other decent option for number 1. Now this is the most least thing that can happen, but we need more cars that are competitive towards the level as Sheeran was in 2020. You may now ask why the tutor only, why not the ESCO? Well, I would love to include it, but since it has already been included in the Clash store, so I did not bother to include it in this list. But ESCO and the tutor is just a matter of your preference. They are not a whole lot different to each other and are extremely reliable. And there you have it. Let me know if you have any other suggestions for cars that you want to see in the garage levels. If you want to know how cars in the elite event are scamming players, then you need to watch this video next.